there. Here and there. Hello and welcome to TC Muzique. I'm your host TC. This is Minneapolis' only live local video cable show. And for those people who are out and happening tonight, at the Caboose, a band called The Fire Sermon. And at the Junction, some friends of mine, Marcus and the Shades of Color. And over at O'Gara's, it's Recessive Traits. And joining me in the studio this evening, are the Gear Daddies. Gentlemen, nice to see you.
Hi, DC.
Mr. Jim Dankert,
Yep.
which is known as Billy, Marty Zeller, Nick, I'm sorry, Ciola, sorry, and Randy Broughton. Nice to have you on.
Nice to be here.
We'll start with Randy here. I've heard a few tales that, were you a teacher? Were you once a teacher before you started that?
Yes, I
joined this rock band?
Physical education.
A little fire.
That's obvious.
Where was this at? Was this down in Austin, your hometown?
Yeah, that's right. That's where I met Billy.
Yeah,
But,
and
Nick and
I had him for
yeah,
a couple
but
classes.
I was substituting down in Austin when I met these guys.
That's quite a switch from teacher to rock mate.
He wasn't much of a teacher.
How about the rest of you guys? How did you eventually get it together as the Daddies?
Nick and I have been playing together for a long time.
Since about 10th grade.
And Billy then joined, I don't know, some years later.
84.
And then Randy.
Yeah.
But we played in a really bad cover band in high school.
We played a lot of weddings.
What was the name of this combo?
Fallout. Yeah,
You
I
gotta
think our
pay your
big
dues there.
We made a lot more money then.
I'll say
That's always the way it seems to,
Yeah.
seems to
Proms.
go. Who thought up the name? I mean, where did Gear Daddies, besides the gear motif, where did the name come from?
he came up with it.
The night I came up with it, I don't really remember how I came up with it, but we needed a name like at the last minute because we got a show, so we came up with that and we used it. We thought we'd just use it once and then we just keep using it because we couldn't think of anything better, so eventually it stuck. Nothing, I don't know, there's no real meaning to it.
It seems to be working so far, right? So
Yeah.
that's a good deal. How about anybody else had any weird occupations besides Randy?
Billy.
Billy.
Well,
You
I
see
haven't
him
had
worked
anything
everywhere.
particularly weird.
What
Come
you
on.
job when you first moved up?
Well, when I first moved up. Well, Target wasn't weird.
Arby's.
Arby's. When I first moved up, I worked in an Arby's.
And you look great in a hairnet.
Yeah, I had a hairnet and it had the whole Ruth Buzzy thing, like right here.
A little knot right in the forehead.
Yep.
You once, and he snuck me free potato cakes once.
Yeah, I did.
Probably
And I
got
once had one
a
of
cookie.
the girls who worked there tell me my hair smelled like a dog. It was really long. It was in the hairnet. She still said that.
Probably got a little wet, a little grease and mixed in.
Yep.
A little grease.
That was probably the weirdest job I've had. Otherwise, it's just been Target.
I worked at a Target too.
Yeah.
Targets are good, I guess.
I think a lot of people in bands worked at Targets.
It's kind of a...
It's an easy job to
right?
get.
Yep,
Yeah.
fails there.
I'll put that box over there. Okay.
They had a really stern policy at the Target I worked at that if you didn't show up 3 days in a row, you were fired.
Yep, that was my policy. 3 days without calling.
Yeah, so you could show up like you could miss 2 shifts and come in and they'd just be like, "Hi."
Yeah.
Well, you're not fired yet.
Yeah. They're pretty desperate. Jeez.
What is going on? How about the craziest gig? And those are some crazy jobs. How about the craziest gig, worst gig, craziest gig that you've ever done? I can remember.
The best one was at the Kaposia.
Yeah.
That was
that's
a
good.
long time ago.
That is.
I think the one in
Kaposia.
Austin,
The
when we
Colonial?
played at the Isaac Walton League, where you had
Halloween.
your head in the bass drum.
Oh, yeah. It was
That was
Halloween
good.
night. That was,
You had your head in the what? In the
Wow.
kick drum?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I
that
was
was
a kick drum for most of the
How
end
about
of
up
the
in
night.
Winnipeg when Billy fell asleep?
Yeah. Billy once.
I did not literally fall.
You
You
did
did
too.
too.
We were in the middle of a song in Winnipeg. We had to drive like straight through to get up there in time to play. And we're in the middle of the song, and all of a sudden the drums cut out. And we all turned around, and there's Billy,
I remember being a little slow on the go that night, but I don't.
You were
remember.
asleep.
That's lame.
I don't know. There's too many, really, I think, to pinpoint one.
What was the club up in Winnipeg? Is this some?
Yeah, that's a
Circuit Cabaret.
Yeah.
It's a
very
combination
nice.
Hotel.
Yep, you could.
Hotel, band, or nightclub and strip joint,
Yeah.
all in the same complex.
I started dancing at noon too.
The strippers did, not us.
Right. You didn't have to.
We made a few
moonlight
bucks
it.
on the side.
Right. Oh.
Well, Billy didn't listen.
Yeah, Billy cleaned up.
They didn't tip him there though, so you really wouldn't clean up too much, I don't think.
Tipped.
They didn't give the strippers dollars or anything, did they?
Maybe it was illegal.
No,
I
they did.
Winnipeg.
Did they?
You didn't tell him.
No, I mean they didn't tip like. Oh,
That's fine.
I'm not gonna go into it.
Like now the clubs in Minneapolis. How do you find it different than the clubs in Austin or when you're starting out? You think it's you get a better response, obviously. But people treat you better.
I think the people in Austin just go to the clubs to hear music of any sort, and up here people go to the clubs to hear a certain band, and if they're there to see you, it's a big difference in a bunch of rednecks sitting around drinking, just wanting to hear Creedence or something.
Creedence covers all the time.
Yeah.
It's almost like live background music or something in a small town.
Yeah, there are certain covers that you're expected to play.
Proud Mary.
Proud Mary, Cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 3 steps.
Give Me 3 Steps was a big
Plenty
one.
of Skinner covers,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nowadays, not so much when we were there, but when I've gone to see bands in Austin lately, they always want to hear I Knew the Bride when she used to rock and roll.
Ooh.
That's become
that's
the
a
new
hard one.
standard.
Well, gents, what's our trivia question? How about where is the Jungle Tunnel located?
Mm-hmm.
Our number here is 521-9886. That's 521-9886.
It's gonna be a tough
Give
one.
us a call,
No one's gonna know.
and we'll punch you up right on the air. Remember,
Everyone
where
would know
is the
that.
Jungle Tunnel located? Oh, you
Who would know that?
your Gear Daddies. Heads out there.
Moron.
Take a look at the video now. Very good. This is from the Caboose, I believe. Was a film there.
Partially, I think, yeah.
It's called Stupid Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I feel sick and I feel you. You ain't the boy I thought
What a
I
sex guy. That's coming up on there.
You go and put me on your shelf. You never
they got
So
that
there you
at
have
the
it,
speed.
the Gear Daddies.
There it was.
Oh,
Gear Daddies, Stupid Boy. Here we are live at TC Muzique. We're back with the guys now. And some people classify you guys in one term. I won't go into that, but do you seem to have better success? You know, keep plugging the same songs, writing the same type of material, rather than so many bands change it around and have too much style, you know.
I don't think it's thought out that much, is it?
no, I don't know. I guess there's a common thread that runs through everything, but it's, I don't know. I hope it's not repetitive.
Personally, I don't think so, buddy. I think it's
Thank you.
I think it's a real good mix. Who writes and arranges or belts them out, thinks them out?
Billy and I write them, and everyone arranges their own parts, pretty much.
I don't think there's much thought to style or anything like that. It's just more like we just get the skeleton of a tune and then just play it and hammer it out till it gets to where it sounds good.
Within the framework of our limited abilities,
Yeah.
it's bound to be a certain style.
Yeah.
Everybody gets their own niche then, that much, you know,
Mhm.
instead of one person trying to drive.
My fingers only play 3 chords.
My mind only handles about 3.
Okay, what about your favorite clubs in Minneapolis? Where's the place you love to play the most?
No comment.
Yeah.
No,
Those,
they're all great. How's
How
that?
well, the
diplomatic.
trolley's closed.
I don't know. I guess I'd rather play bigger clubs just for the sake of the audience. I mean, thinking if I were having to be there, I'd rather be someplace where there's some room.
Yeah.
Not to plug First Ave, but that was a real great show.
Thank you. Yeah, well, there's plenty of room there, so
Yeah, I think that goes right with that.
nice.
And then we saw during the video there was a couple old clips there, old Marty with the long hair, and now the new Marty. What do you
More
think?
sophisticated.
More
Younger.
sophisticated. What do you think? What more gains or losses have you guys pushed forward, or you get chunked here and there? What losses or gains have you done since your last on our show?
I don't know. We've been sort of plugging away. We're close to getting a record deal, so it's I know we've always had that carrot sort of in front of us to keep us thinking it's worth it. But I don't know. It's been a real slow, I think slower than most bands, slow process. But it's so far it's been building steady. No real losses other than my hair.
The girls are going to be upset now, buddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, it grows so fast. It'll be back another year.
That's a Ricky Ricardo.
That's what you keep saying.
I love
Ricky Ricardo on my
Ricardo.
butt. It doesn't look like Ricky Ricardo at
Who's
all.
Jack
Ricky
Cuban.
Ricardo.
Lucille Ball's husband.
This is?
Yeah,
This
he's a
Oh.
Latino.
It's a kind of a Latino cut. I guess that's okay.
Oh, we can thank Jessica for that.
Who
She
does
does
all
my
our hair, by
yeah,
the way?
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Hair exclusively by Jess.
Yep.
Well, that's it's good advertisement.
Think of the
that.
business she's going to get from this.
God, that's right. She's probably gonna kill you.
She's not rapid oil change.
Loser. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh.
We're self-amusers.
Well, 3/4 of ourselves.
That's true.
It's gonna cost you
You guys are
most of your per diem, Billy, for quite a while.
good. So the album project is plugging along.
Yeah, we should. Our first album is gonna be re-released really soon, and then hopefully while that's being re-released, we're gonna be in the studio recording another one. And who knows when that'll be out.
Have you picked a studio yet, or are you just kind of still up in the air?
Still kind of looking, but it'll be here in town.
Your influences, Marty. I mean, I know I've heard a couple great old Neil Diamond covers.
Oh yeah.
But who are your main influences when you're growing up, learning to pluck that thing?
God, I don't know. I listened to real garbage growing up. I mean, I just pretty much in Austin, you only had access to top 40. The radio stations and the record stores didn't sell anything hip or alternative.
What's with these two? How about you, Randy?
Yes, sir. That's a joke I heard.
I'm kidding, but he's my roomie. He's a little giggly sometimes.
Yeah, I wonder when.
Hey, I'd rather have you happy than not happy.
That's right.
No, sorry.
I don't know. Anyway, my influences are really widespread. I don't know. I listen to a lot of different stuff now than I did when I was in high school and such. Just because I hadn't heard of the bands that I listen to now back then.
Now, here's another one I heard that you guys were in some heated 4-on-4 with the crew. You guys play like basketball against your crew, and you were playing against at some gig somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
St. John's.
St. John's.
Yeah.
And
Wicked game.
who's got the better b-ball team? The band or the
Oh,
crew?
we do.
Oh, the band
Yeah.
by far.
There's no
It
doubt.
was like the Gophers last night playing that New Jersey team, 100 and something to 40.
Yeah. No question.
With Billy's wicked sky hook.
He's
we
got the
can't
sky.
lose.
All right. It looks like we've got a caller.
Oh,
Line 1. Hello, you're on TC Muzique.
Hi there. I was wondering, what are the ages there of the Gear Daddies?
You guys want to
12.
say it?
Yeah. From the looks of it, about 12. I'm 26.
Same.
23.
Same.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Was that it? Don't you have an answer to the question?
I don't know, what, Cleveland?
Cleveland?
Yeah. Am I
Guys?
close?
No. Sorry.
No.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Well, he was wrong. Remember, folks, the trivia question is, where is the jungle tunnel located? Or exactly what is a jungle
Yeah,
tunnel?
if anyone can even answer that.
Call right now. It's 521-9886. 521-9886.
I know what it is.
Well, of course you know. That's what
You
the
came up with
question
the
is.
Because someone's got to know. I hope so.
Although it's kind of, I don't know, dubious.
Suspect.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It's world famous.
I don't know, dudes.
I'd be interested if somebody can even verify that there's such a thing. So
Yeah.
we'll
Oh,
see.
Dave Novak can.
Well, yeah, that's.
Where is Dave, and how can we
Yeah.
get hold of him?
Why hasn't he called in?
He's probably not watching. I don't know if he has cable, but
Oh, we have 2 lines.
Oh, man.
Line 3, can we hear ya? Oh, we got nothing.
Speaker. There.
Hello?
Hello.
There we are.
Hi.
Do you have the answer to the question for the Gear Daddies?
Yeah, it's Palisade.
Palisades.
Oh,
California?
Palisades Park.
Palisade, Minnesota.
No.
Oh.
No?
No, that's not it.
No.
Shoot. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Oh.
You got. I like your haircut much better.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, bye. Line 3, are they there? No, we lost them.
Big trouble.
Oh,
Okay, well.
it's a bummer.
No one seems to know
The-
where the jungle tunnel is.
The winner, by the way, gets with a $10 cap, dinner with Billy at the Szechuan Express.
That's a nice, I think that's a real nice.
$10, that goes a
Looks
long
like
way
I
at the
may
Szechuan
win that
Express.
one, huh?
I think Randy might take
I
just
think
win
that'll
by
be into the
himself.
phone calls, too.
No more calls. The lines have
it's not
gone by.
No, I just, it was ringing, yeah. how about you, Billy? How'd you get the nickname Billy?
Oh, that's a really dumb story.
We got time, babe.
Well,
Can only go up here.
okay, I'll tell it in all its truth. Well, one day I was introduced to Martin by a guitar player who was in the band with them at the time, and he came downstairs where we were practicing in my basement. He said, "What's your name?" We were introduced. Now, what's your name? And I said, well, "My name's Jim." And he said, "Well, can I call you Billy?" And I said, "Sure." And That's all there is to it.
That's the story. Now I know it. See, I've
Yeah.
always wondered myself.
There was no argument whatsoever from him. It was just, okay.
Line 1, are you there? Caller, hello.
It's Wisconsin Dells.
Oh.
That Randy Fee.
No.
Is that correct?
That's a very,
No.
it's a very educated
guess.
That's
Good
close,
guess,
caller. Anything else?
What's the other
Watsika.
one? Watsika.
Good
Oh,
guess, but no.
No.
that's where Randy's from,
So,
though.
I think
We
Close,
give up.
close, but no cigar.
Randy Fee.
No.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks. Again, folks, just where is the jungle tunnel located? And how
maybe
do
we
you
should
get there?
change the trivia
Yeah,
question.
that's-
I don't think any of the ladies are
We don't
gonna
even know
tell
if
us.
it exists.
Well,
It does exist.
Is this like a ride?
No, it's just like a
it's a-
tunnel underneath, like going underneath the road to like a bowling alley and bar from a motel.
And what's it like? Is
Well,
it?
it's like painted giraffes and hippopotamuses, elephants painted on the walls.
Ah,
No
yeah.
heat, it's really cold.
through the wild things.
how about
Dudes
that
are
one?
I don't
Sister's
want to give
been
it
there.
away.
Well, somebody may know it, and we'll just.
We'll see.
Should we
somebody
give
may have been
clues?
through there like that. Can you give a clue?
Should we give clues?
One more call.
Let's see.
One
I think
more
there's one
caller.
call.
Any clues, guys?
It's
Yeah.
not in Africa.
It's not in
Oh,
Africa.
good clue.
Where's the
loser.
jungle tunnel? Okay, here's line 1 again. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Do you have the question? The answer, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just want to say I think Martin is so fine.
Oh, champ.
Hello?
Yes.
Any more comment on that?
No, that's about it.
Do you even know where the jungle tunnel's located?
I don't have a clue.
Ah, see, she needs
Well,
a clue. I knew
We
it.
better have an easier
I think that
question.
clue
Yeah.
wasn't good enough.
Pretty generous.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Hey, love you, Martin.
Thanks.
And I'm sure he loves you too.
How about the high school one?
Yeah, we'll change the trivia question.
Okay.
You-
We're changing it
Go
right
ahead.
now.
The old one was North Dakota, Jamestown, I think, but. it's
You
in North
think?
Dakota. Well, it's, okay,
You
it
gave
was
a trivia question that you aren't even sure
was
the answer to.
Jamestown.
It was in North Dakota.
That was South Dakota.
Okay,
No,
we'll
it's
go
North
from one
Dakota.
extreme to the other here on the trivia question, going from near impossible to
To not get
Close
quite
to
as
impossible.
Nick. What you give it?
You go ahead.
Nick?
Who's the only member of the band not to participate in high school sports?
Again, folks,
that.
who is the only member of the Daddies not to participate in high school sports? No, are we going to get another? Anybody?
Is there a call?
Better give him that number.
Line 1.
Yeah, here we go. Hello?
Hello.
Do you have the answer?
Is it Billy?
That is correct.
Will I go to dinner with him at Szechuan? Is he paying?
He certainly is.
Okay.
$10 cap.
Can cap.
Rule on.
I think I know your number.
Oh, great.
Don't give it over the air, Martin.
No, please, no
Okay.
numbers over the air.
I'm
No
holding
names.
you to it.
All right.
Great.
Okay, Marty, I'll get a hold of you later.
Thanks.
I will. I'm the one
I
going
want
out
to
to
be with
lunch.
Billy, yeah. I want Billy.
Okay, you got him. Szechuan for 2 coming up.
All right.
Put it on hold.
Bye.
All right.
No, we know who.
Okay.
Bye.
Wow, that was considerably
Well,
easier.
I think
Yeah.
that one went right over.
Yeah. It's like 2 plus 2.
Well, how
I mean,
did
you
she
know.
ever know that?
She must.
She must be from Austin, a cheerleader or something.
That's the only way she could have possibly known.
Yeah, how did I get that big hoop shot?
Just natural ability.
Yeah,
Marty.
innate skill.
Well, gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sir.
It was crazy. I know. Where's the next gigs coming up?
Not in town for a long time.
Sometime in February, that's not even, I guess we shouldn't even say that. Not for quite a while. In town.
Out of town.
Fargo.
Fargo? Kirby's.
In Fargo, right?
Yeah, I talked to Paul. He said mentioned Kirby's.
We just played there. We got another 2 days coming up. Where we lost all our money playing blackjack.
But it's
Not
for a good
like-
cause, right?
Well, no, I don't think it's yeah, it is charitable gambling. So
We gave a lot to charity.
we did give our share. I wonder if that's tax deductible.
Just check
I
into
think
it.
so. I think so.
Get the dues on it.
Especially band gambling should be
It is.
It should.
deductible.
It would help.
Okay, again, my thanks to the Gear Daddies, everybody.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
TC.
Thanks.
Join us again in 2 weeks when we'll be live. Otherwise, this show will be repeated in a week. Catch it if you can. And good night.
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 Oh.
Where the kids all stayed. Then off to the lounge for a night never gets me. I know our lives ain't the stuff of dreams, but for one full week we can't live like Casey Wade. Let's go down back the road and Interstate 94. Let's think about our lives we can fill. Take our dream vacation in the Dells. Take our dream vacation in the Dells. Take our dream vacation in the Dells. Thank you.